Apparently we're live. Welcome, live chat 71 here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. It's a slightly different live chat. Tuned into find here on the channel. I promised we would be broadcasting on the StreamYard platform, and as you can see, hopefully Stacey's there. Thank God someone's out there. It's all working. We are on the StreamYard platform, which now opens up a whole load of new features and possibilities here for the live chats here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. So you're very welcome. As I said, this is live chat 71, coming to you all the way from London town here in the UK. So I hope you're all very safe and well out there. Just a quick check. Stacey, does the picture look okay and is the sound okay? Those are the two important things. We did a dry run earlier on and everything seemed to be working, and I've not turned it off since. So want to make sure that the sound's good, the visuals are good. We've got basses here. Be able to hear basses coming through an audio interface. Nice microphone here as well. William Derbyshire, good evening, sir. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Steffi from Germany, good to see you too. Thank you very much for attending. So I just need you guys to let me know, are the visuals okay? Is the sound okay? Is it all okay? Is it working? I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it is. We did a test earlier on and it seemed to be working, but I can't tell if the Wi-Fi has changed. Vissol, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. But I need to, looks and sounds great. Thank you, Stacey. Okay, puts my mind at rest. So what I'm going to say straight off the bat, if for any reason the camera stops working or the stream just stops, and we did notice earlier on the sound card did some funny things, which I'm not really sure what was happening. But if this bombs out and the live chat goes, because if the camera goes, the live chat stops, I will create an emergency mobile link. So if this stream goes, go back into Brooksy's Bass Corner, and as quickly as I possibly can, I'll create an emergency live stream and we'll carry on using the mobile. But the idea is that going forward now, everything should be coming to you via this setup. So really nice camera, nice microphone, audio interface, allows me to talk while I'm playing, and you get to hear hopefully nice quality bass signals that aren't coming out of an amplifier elsewhere in the room. It's coming to you straight through the interface, so you're going to get really good bass sounds, bass tones. Now, Trevor Burns, good to see you. It sounds good, looks good. A little bit of lag. I think there's 15 seconds lag. And I will fine tune this. So tomorrow, once this live stream uploads to the YouTube channel, I will go through and check everything, and I will start doing all the little tweaks. So over the next 3 or 4 weeks, people you telling me this, Trevor, that helps, because now tomorrow go into it, look at the back end, look at the software, check the hardware is all set up correctly. I will tweak these, so hopefully there won't be any lag as we move forward. Thank you for telling me that. So that's good to know. So for people coming into this, I found the link on the YouTube front end. Maybe it's Brooksy's Bass Corner. We're dealing with bass guitars. Got any questions? Looking for some advice? Want some information about bass guitars, bass amps, pedals, accessories, great bass players, albums with great bass players on, bands that have great bass players. We're all about bass here. So if you have a question or a comment, then stick it in the live chat window at the bottom where it says post a comment, although I'm looking at it from the StreamYard interface. On the YouTube interface, I think it just is chat. I think he says, clicking around. Right. Okay, right. I see that because I am in the StreamYard interface, I can't see the chat. That's really handy. Go, that's better. It's a bit further down the screen. vidIQ had put a load of interface stuff in the way. So now I can see you all. Excellent. So yeah, on the YouTube interface, at the bottom of the live chat, you'll see a box should say chat. Put your question, or your comment in there, press return, it'll pop up here on my chat window. Next to the chat window or the chat box, you'll see the emoji icon, so feel free to absolutely hammer the emoji icon. More emojis in the chat works better for the channel, better for the video, the YouTube algorithm. Next to that, you'll see the super chat link. So if you want to make a donation to the channel, enjoy the videos, enjoy the content, you can help the channel by making a financial contribution using the super chat option. There is also the super thanks option. I know I got a bit confused last week that the icons underneath the video window weren't, from my end as a creator, showing me the super thanks option. When I went in and watched it as a member of the public, I can see that option was there. So super chat, super thanks, exactly the same thing. Super chat exists on the live chats. Super thanks exists on every video here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. We're a monetized channel. So if you enjoy a particular video or you get some information or some content that you find useful, you can really help me in the channel by either using super thanks or super chat. In the description box, you will find merchandise links, you will find social media links, and you will find affiliate links for retailers such as Amazon, Thomann, ANDERTONS, and Gear for Music. So if you've got any bass-related purchases, it could be big, might be an amp, might be a bass, might be pedals, strings, gig bags, leads, that sort of thing. If you've got any bass-related purchases that you think you might be making soon, please, you can help the channel by going through the affiliate links in the description box. You don't get the amount that you guys are paying for equipment and accessories. We get a very small affiliate commission, but it all adds up to a bigger commission. And that's what allows me to pay for StreamYard, vidIQ, making the videos better, all the gear, all the bits and bobs, everything you see reviewed on this channel, I have to pay for. So all those financial donations, contributions really help. I won't bludgeon the point, but that's how that works. So let's switch into StreamYard. So as regulars will notice, we have slightly different layout on the screen tonight. So you'll see the StreamYard sort of advertising. You'll see my name at the bottom. So I'm Mike, obviously, from Brooksy's Bass Corner. Patrick Sweeney, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. So I now, with the joy of StreamYard software, I can do a whole load of things that we've never been able to do before. So I'll try and rattle through this quite quickly. I don't want to bore you with it because we want to get on with the live chat. So I can now have banners on screen. So if information comes to me during the live chat via email, social media or whatever, and I think it's relevant to what we're talking about, I can put it in. So I'll rattle through a couple of these and you'll go, oh, isn't that glamorous? So welcome to the new season of live chat. Did the first one last week, obviously. We're now into 71. We will be here every Tuesday night from London town here in the UK at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays, every single Tuesday through till 17th of December. So the only one we're not here on a Tuesday is the week before that, which is on the 10th. We're going to be here on the 11th, which is the Wednesday, because I've got a gig. So feel free to join us every Tuesday. Bring your bass-related info, chat, looking for advice, looking for help, come and let us know. If you post a question about some gear or something I don't know, I'll open it up to the floor. We're a very friendly bunch on here, so come on into Brooksy's Bass Corner, get involved, join the community, and enjoy your Tuesday evening. So one of the features we're going to be doing here on the StreamYard platform is now you guys can come and join in the chat. So you can stay in the shadows, typing in the chat window if you wish. I can now also invite you to come in to the chat via your webcam. Maybe you've got a camera set up for doing web streaming, what have you. You can now come and join in. So we can actually have video calls, like watching a Zoom call. So if anyone want to get involved from now on, through to the end of the year when we do the live chats, we come to the end of this run, I can invite you. So basically how this is going to work, some weeks none of you are going to want to come on. Sometimes there might be a whole flurry of you, but I'm going to have to coordinate it. So it's a bit of an experiment tonight. So you can come and join in live. You will be here on the screen, or if you don't want to be, I can hide you. We can just hear your voice. And we can talk bass. So if you want to talk about certain things, or if someone has got something on their bass is broken, they want to show us, you can do that. We're going to be able to have that on here. I can also include photos. I can include video clips. We can talk about live concerts. If I can find a video clip that I need to refer to, we can post it up, and it just opens up the whole live chat now. So we aren't just confined to writing messages in the live chat window. We can do all sorts of things. So in order to come and join in on the live chat on video, the way this is going to work, now you will send me an email via Brooksy's Space Corner at gmail.com. Spend a moment. So we're going to run this. So we put that little ticker at the bottom of the screen. You email Brooksy's Space Corner at gmail.com. I've got the email open here. I've also got it on my phone. If you want to come and join in, send me a message. I then send you an invite. From there, you then click on the link and you come through. StreamYard may ask you to download guest software so that you and your camera and your microphone interact with the platform. It might do it, it might not. We did a dry run on this earlier and it did ask for it, but I'm under the impression that generally you won't need to do that. However, if you're a regular here on Brooksy's Space Corner, you might want to download that guest software and then you can jump in on the chats every week if you wish. So once you've done it, it's there. So I'm going to leave that ticker running for the moment. So there are other tickers there. And did I do some other banners? No, I didn't. That's all fine. That's good. So, right, let's look at the comments. I'm getting a little notification say people are posting. I'm assuming this is all working at your end. Are you guys seeing all these graphics? I'm hoping you are. Stacey, let me know. Stacey, you'll have all sorts of fun when Brooksy Superstore time comes around again, won't I just? Because I will be able to come on here and I will be able to change the screen and let you guys see the deals. So that will be quite a thing when we get to Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Sharing the deals indeed, Stacey. Yeah, StreamYard guest app. Excellent. Okay, you go. But there's an invite heading your way. There we go. We'll see if this works. Scott, I saw you joined in the live chat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Just gone too far there in the messages. Hi, StreamYard. This is very fancy. Yes, indeed. Are all bass players tech savvy? Not all the ones I've ever met, Scott. Some are, some aren't. I'm not that great. I have my moments. Mum is watching, listening. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all good. So that's Mum. Yeah. Steffi, beautiful bass. Thank you. Trevor Burns. Cool. Dog TV is frozen on your end anyway. Hopefully it's now working. Keith. No, I wasn't holding really still, Scott. I'm not that good. At least you aren't making a funny face. Years, it'll be worth it in the end. Yes, hopefully. Growing pains. There we are. Scott, I'm a database developer and this is above my tech level. No, it's not. You're fine, Scott. Great first time effort compared to what I could do. It would have been like this last week had the camera been playing ball. But thankfully, the thing that I ordered from Amazon is working a treat. That's what's powering the camera without having to have a battery and limiting me to 1 hour of streaming. There we go. And also, I realise I'm moving around this mic. Is the sound quality okay for you guys? As I'm going around it, hopefully it is. Stacey's massive kudos for hanging in there, man. Yeah, she may need to come in through the StreamYard guest app, then accept your invite. Steffi is there, I think. Maybe downloading the software. Sound is great. Thanks, Scott. So let's see if Steffi appears. She may do, or she may not. So there we are. So also I have these banners, so it means hopefully I won't have to keep doing this bit. So you can help the channel by liking the video, commenting on the video in the comments section, sharing the video, contributing using the super chat and super thanks facilities, which you guys know all about anyway, including emojis in your chat. All of those things help the channel. massively. So thank you very much. If you've already liked tonight's video, giving it a thumbs up. Please leave comments. If you're watching this live chat after the event, you can still get involved in the conversation, even though the chat window will be closed. You can send comments. I'll reply to them as soon as I get them. I'm pretty good at that. Then to let you know what is in the description box below, this little ticker. So merch links are in the description box, along with the affiliate links for Amazon, Thomann, ANDERTONS, and Gear for Music. And then all the social media links are there as well. So I'll have these tickets running throughout the videos now. Hopefully I don't have to keep rolling that stuff out. Saves the voice, and it means I can talk to you guys. So that's all good. I think Steph is taking a little while to reach us. That's okay. This is what you went through earlier, I think, Stacey, when you were trying the test run. Anyway, cheers everyone. Hopefully this is a new standard on the live chats from now on. And I'll try and maintain a decent level with this. As time goes on, I get used to this software. When I've watched other people's live chats, it runs very smoothly, and they literally are doing it all with one hand and a keypad. That'll be the next investment, to try and get one of those. So all the things that are going on the screen, I'll be able to do relatively smoothly. Carry on talking, you won't even know I'm doing it. So let's see, there are messages there. This is going to be great when you have superstars on the chat. Exactly. It would definitely be fun with some pro bassists on. Well, that's the idea, is to get them involved. The problem I've found in the past, aside from Neil Fairclough, Dave Swift, is that a lot of them won't commit to dates because they don't know if they're going to be in a studio, they don't know if they're going to be out on tour, what they think might be a free day might not. And so a lot of the times, it's why I haven't done a lot of up-to-date interviews on the channel, is that just trying to tie these people down is really tricky. And because I'm not, there's Steffi, I can see you. I'll add you in 2 seconds. Just bear with me a moment. There's Steffi, all the way from Germany. People won't commit. So the problem, without having a magazine for the interviews, it's all on the channel now. They won't say, all right, it'll be the 12th of September at 12 midday. They'll just say, yeah, I'll do it. And I've had this with a couple of very big name bass players. They would not commit to a day and a time, which makes doing interviews a bit tricky. So there's Steffi. I've got Neil Fairclough on the phone. Shall I take it? I'll take it. Hold on. Good evening, sir. I'm on a live chat. Yeah. That's all right. No, you can talk. You can talk to me if you like. I can even put you on live speaker, and you can talk to the world. Yeah, I'm very good. I'm very good. Yeah. So what's the intonation problem? Right.
And I can't work out. I've tried to do the thing that's. I basically don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, this is on a bass, yeah.
Yeah, it's different from what I've done before.
So you're trying to change the intonation and nothing's moving.
Not on the A string, yeah.
Okay, what bass is this?
It's this playing bass that my friend Yoshi made for me.
Okay. Has it got an Allen key that locks the or is there a locking screw on either side of the bridge?
Yes, I've got that. I can see it.
And have you loosened it?
Well, I have, yeah, but it still doesn't make.
Okay. You kind of need to loosen that screw so at least some of it has come out of the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, I see. As small as that.
Yeah. Sometimes. This is the same kind of setup as a Spectre and a Status bridge. they have a locking screw, and then once you get everything how you want it, you screw it back in until it's tight, and then the bridge doesn't move.
Brilliant. Okay.
Give that a go.
Sorry to everyone to.
That's all right. That's all right.
But you can see you're my go-to.
Well, quite.
Just for bass.
No, well, this is it. I'll prescribe you your medication tomorrow, sir.
I'll tell you what. I'll speak to you later.
No problem at all. No problem. I'll send you a message later. All right, mate. Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you see, we get the rich and famous, or the not so rich and quite famous. There we are. Neil Fairclough, touring bassist with Queen and Adam Lambert. Couldn't get his A string to intonate, and then didn't realise he had he knew there was a locking screw on the bridge. I suspect he hasn't undone it. Sometimes you got to have those Allen screws partially out before the bridge saddles all move. That's probably it, isn't it? Greetings to Neil. I will be messaging him later, Steffi, so I'll do that for you. There we go. Someone asked for famous people. There you go. They don't. He's playing with the biggest band on the planet. Luck of the draw. That was completely unscripted. But there we go. Okay. Try this one for size. Oh, it's the same one, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you can use the old one or the new one. Let's try. Let's see where we get this time. The weird thing is, I'm getting sound in one side of my earphones and not the other. It's that old thing with. There we go. It's got it, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it has. Okay, hopefully Steph is going to come and have another go. Let's see if I can get this microphone up a tad as well. The joys of live chats. It's not as smooth yet as we will like. Very aware you can't see the bass or anything because I'm so low down. It might be another thing is to go up in height as well. Here we go. I've heard noises now. Let's see if we can add Steffi from Germany. Hello there.
Hi.
We got sound. We got sound. It was the card. It was the audio interface. There we are. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are
Good.
you?
We got there. Thank you for joining in. We got there. It was the card. We did a dry run this afternoon and I disconnected the card about half an hour later. So I thought, I'll just put those images on a memory stick and put them in onto the laptop. And I thought, well, can't do that during the live chat because the camera's connected on one USB and the audio interface on the other. Got to save those images onto the hard drive. So took the interface off, did the USB stick, and then plugged the interface back in. Something obviously was not happy. So there we go. Lesson learned. So thank you very much for joining in. And even Mr. Fairclough got involved as well. And that was totally unprepared. Wasn't expecting that at all. So we have it. So Steffi is the first live guest here on Brooksy's Bass Corner live chats now that we can do this. So anytime we're up and running, you want to come on screen and join in the chat, feel free. You're more than welcome. So how's the bass playing going?
Not really good, to be honest.
Okay.
Not really good. And
Busy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still studying.
I'm sure you're not the only person that has great intentions, but it's just finding the time to do it. It's in the course of daily life, it's hard to find enough time to practice, especially if you're starting out as a beginner.
Exactly.
But it's the only way to build momentum is to, even if you can just find like 15 or 20 minutes while you're watching the telly, you know, building up your calluses. And as you bought a short scale bass, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. Can you see them?
Oh, let's see. Yeah. Show them off. Oh, yes. There we go. Yeah, in the background.
This is the very short
That's
scale.
it. That's the one you showed me the picture of. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's Black Star.
It
came all the way from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one second, is, well, it's a very cheap one. 1 second.
Okay.
It's this one.
Sometimes cheap is good.
Yeah,
okay.
It's nice.
And what brand is that?
It is called Rocktile.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's Rocktile, and
I
like it.
Single coil, split coil. Yeah, lovely.
I told you I got very small hands, very small fingers, and it's difficult for me to play on this one.
Okay.
So I bought the Black Star, which is much easier for me to practice on.
Sure.
But I just can't find time to practice.
Well, a good tip, and I've said this probably since I turned professional, is if you have time in your day to sit and watch the TV, sit with the bass on your lap and but play rubbish. You know, don't play anything that you've learned, but just play rubbish and just build up your fingers, even if it's 1 finger per fret, and just doing 4 frets at a time. That will build up muscle memory and strength in your fingers. Because this is the thing, you know, bass is it's a very physical instrument as opposed to like guitar with very thin strings. These strings are, you know, big old things. So if you sit when you're watching TV and subconsciously just play 4 notes on each string and then move up a fret and do it again, and you'll just build up finger strength, you'll build up your calluses, and your fingers will just get used to playing. And do that with the short scale. It doesn't matter whether it's the short scale or the long scale. The thickness of those strings and the material is what will create your calluses. And once because what puts a lot of beginners off is the fact that they hurt their fingers because they get to a point where it's like, I can't play anymore, I've got blood blisters. Well, fortunately, sometimes you've got to play through that. You don't have to, but you can. I mean, when we came out of COVID, I hadn't really, apart from playing when I was on the channel doing videos, I wasn't playing regularly, and I had to redevelop my calluses, and I got a couple of blood blisters. I had some about 1.5 years ago. I had like a month off where we had no gigs, and they came up again. You just got to play through it. But the thing is, they won't pop. What will happen is skin will just build over the top. And eventually you just end up with like a little dark patch on the finger, and then it just wears away. So, you know, but sitting and playing when you're watching TV, I call that multitasking in my book. So, you know, it is a case of just getting your hands and the posture and how you're going to play your instrument, and just get into the habit of just doing it. And, you know, 20 minutes of that, if people can see that, I think they can. So, like, I will just play 4 frets. You can set a metronome on your phone and just play it all in time.
Yeah. Well, I've hurt myself. I've hurt my hand when I started to practice. I've hurt myself in the beginning, and I couldn't really use my left hand for quite a long time because it was hurting me so much.
You strained it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, warm-ups are a thing, unfortunately, and as we get older, you have to do more of it. As a younger chap, I was quite lazy in doing that, but as I've got older and doing the amount of gigs I do, and I had a chat with Neil about this, we get the old forearm strains where you're playing very, not necessarily fast, but certainly in Neil's position, he'll play quite hard on certain songs. You've got to dig in a bit. And as you get older, you start to feel it along your forearms. It can get quite tight. So the warm-ups are very important. I do more of it now than I've ever done, just because if I'm about to go on stage, I'll do 10 minutes of sort of arm flexing and twisting and working my wrists and my fingers and all of that. Never used to do any of that. I didn't feel a need to do it. But these days, I certainly do. You know, I realize I'm looking at the laptop, not the camera. I need to look at the camera when I'm talking. But yeah, so, you know, all the things that seem quite silly and boring are actually quite important. And especially for you as a beginner, you know, you're building up muscles in your fingers and your wrists. So 20 minutes in front of the TV, if that's the only time you've got free in a day, sit with the bass and, you know, don't have to plug it in. And I'll often, if I'm just watching TV and I'm sort of zoning out, if you like, I'll just sit there with the bass, not playing anything musical. It's just the physical thing of,
I see.
It's just finger exercises, aerobics for your fingers. And there's an exercise I do, or when I have taught people in the past, which I call the spider. I don't know why I call it the spider, but basically you're just working across the fingerboard. So you'll start on an F and you'll do an F, F sharp, G, G sharp, drop down a string and across a fret. So B, C, C sharp, D, down to the D string, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, down to the G string. And I play B, C, C sharp, D, and then work back up. So it'll be G, G sharp, A sharp, then it'll be E flat, E, F, F sharp, and then C sharp, D, D. So you're working across the fingerboard like a spider walking. And just something like that, it just focuses the mind. When you're doing that, it's not as the same as just playing 4 frets on each string. That's kind of brain dead playing. But doing the spider thing, you've got to think about moving up 1 fret and across 1 string each time. And it's good finger exercise, just builds up flexibility, you know.
Yeah.
But this is the joy of being able to have you guys on as well. You can ask your questions and it can be a two-way conversation rather than just the text messages that we've done for so long. So if anyone out there wants to ask, maybe if you've got some advice for Steffi or you want to ask her some questions, feel free. And then there'll be like a huge torrent of questions coming for you. Check whether anyone else is joining in. I don't think anyone else has emailed here yet. No, it's just me and you at the moment. So if you've got any questions you want to ask me about bass playing, feel free. You know, anything I can help with, that's what I'm here for. So, yeah, Neil Fairclough rings me up how to set a bridge up. Bless him. He was here a couple of weeks ago. He stayed over. He had a gig up north one night and then was playing in a place called Taplow, not that far from here, about 25, 30 minutes. And he said, I don't see any point in going straight back to Manchester across country and then coming all the way down. He said, you couldn't put me up for the night and I can just drive to the gig. I said, yes, just get here. But he didn't get here till about 2 a.m, so he was a bit shattered. But all is good. All is good. So where did your love of Queen come from?
My love for Queen, that's a long story. I think it started when Adam joined the band.
Okay.
Of course, I knew Queen all my life. I grew up with Queen. I'm 47. I'll turn 48 next month. And so I grew up with Queen, of course, and I always loved them. But I really seriously fell in love with them and became a fan when Adam joined the band. Because I think he's doing a great job. Of course, he's not Freddie. Nobody is like Freddie.
Correct.
You know, but I love his voice. I love the way he sings the Queen songs. It's so fresh. It sounds so fresh. And I hope I can see them live on stage one day. I
Well,
really hope. I never did. Unfortunately, I missed them 2 years ago when they were in Germany. And I'm so heartbroken about that. But I was so busy, and it's not easy to get tickets.
no,
You know,
sure.
shows are sold out within minutes in
Well, I
Germany.
think a lot of that was all sold out before we went into COVID, because those tickets were sold in 2019,
Yeah,
in
exactly.
early 2019 for 2020. So they were gone, and then they didn't add any extra dates because there was no room in the schedule to add extra dates, because that was the whole hard thing for them during COVID. Because Neil mentioned it to me that, you know, the hard thing is trying to rebook all those dates for the same venues. It's a big tour, but if one venue can't accommodate that change, they're going to have to drop that date off the tour, and you can't necessarily add it in. And what was happening during COVID, where all the artists were literally they were taking like a whole 50 dates on a tour and just trying to map it to like a couple of months later, and you can't do it. And I think that then it got to the point where everyone realized we weren't going to be coming out of that very quickly. And it was difficult. And Neil kept saying, you know, it's like our diaries are completely fluid at the moment based on what the venues can allow us to have when we come out. So, you know, that's the way that kind of worked, really.
Yeah, but I'm still hoping that Queen will be on tour again. And
they haven't announced they've finished yet. And I think they can't bow out yet because, you know, they haven't done a big sign off. But the problem is time, and they're not getting any younger. And
exactly,
that's the main factor, really, I guess. Saw a couple of messages pop in there. Aaron Byrne, good to see you. Welcome. Oh, and Patrick Sweeney's. Sorry, I keep thinking I've got a touch screen and I haven't. I'm like ET with my finger. I just don't have a light on the end of it, you know. Let's just see those messages. Patrick Sweeney, another point to make is that there's quite a difference between the physicality of playing a gig, correct, and practicing at home. As we know, Patrick, as you were saying, Steffi as a beginner is repetition. It's building up muscles. Look, when I started when I was 15, I used to bring the school bass home with me at weekends, and I would practice on that. And when I'd had a weekend of practice compared to when I didn't, my playing on the Monday morning was always a lot better. And I remember developing calluses and thinking, what the hell's all that? And then you realize, oh, that's actually what's happening as a result of playing. But also it will protect your fingers. And once you've got them, as long as you maintain them, you know, for best part of 30, well, no, actually take it up to COVID, 25 years, my calluses never went. I always had them. But if you don't build them up at the start, it will hurt. And that's what puts a lot of kids off, I think, is they pick a bass up, think, I want to play with my mates. And if they don't play with a pick, they're playing with their fingers, they find it very painful. So, you know, as I was saying, just sitting, when you're watching the telly, doing 20 minutes a day, that helps, because you're not learning music. It's the physicality of playing bass. And that can really help. You know, Aaron Byrne, what are your thoughts on Flatwound strings for a 70s disco style bass tone? You go for it, sir. To be honest, you can use any type of bass string for doing 70s disco. People will always rattle off that Bernard Edwards used Flatwounds on his Stingray. I think that was actually to kind of tame the Stingray tone a bit. But, you know, I play in a 70s disco show band. I'm using I use loads of different basses. I have loads of basses. But I use round wells, always have. I've got a couple of basses with flats. It's more for recording stuff. I tend not to use flats live unless someone asks for it. I do like half wounds, though. I have a real thing for half wounds. I use half wounds on my acoustic basses. I've got half wounds on my Lakeland 5-string. So with half wounds, you're getting kind of like the happy medium between flats and round. You get quite a bit of definition, but without all the top end zing and sort of over the top harmonics and resonance that you'll get with round wounds. So by all means, buy a set of flats, see what you think. Buy a set of rounds, see what you think. And if neither of them are exactly what you're after, try some half wounds. That might well solve some things for you. I'm considering getting some for my jazz bass from Bass Direct tomorrow. Well, clearly you've got a tone in your head that you want to kind of replicate. So if you're after Bernard Edwards, you're going to go for some flats, I suspect. But don't take that as a given. And I'll always say experiment with different strings, different string types. You might prefer nickel over steel. Some flats are steel, some are, well, rotor sounds are monal, which is a metal alloy combination. But just give things a go. And if you're playing in a band, Aaron, try them. You're only going to know it in a band mix. What might sound good at home or in a shop might not sound so great on stage. It depends what you're trying to project. So for me, I always want volume, power, and clarity. So I will always go for flats, always go for round wound steels, sorry. But if I find they're too much or the bass I'm using needs something else, then there's no harm in doing that. I don't subscribe to this one string fits all basses. That's nonsense, because I'm a rotor sound endorsee, but some of my basses have different brands of strings on because they just work better with that brand of string and that type of string. Experiment, try things out. That's what you'll find. For years, I was a Picato endorsee, loved Picatos, and then the quality started to drop, but also the company wasn't renewing their premises license on the factory they had. They knew they were going to be winding the company down. And I used Picatos on all my basses for years and years and years. And then I spent, and I've said this before on the live chats, around about February, March 2015, I spent a couple of £100 of my own money buying different brands of string, different materials, different gauges. And I tried them on 4 or 5 of the basses I was using most of the time. Rotor sounds just one for me, my personal preference. But even then, there were some basses that I had other brands of string on, and I just have kept them that way. They just work better on those basses. So, but try things. It's, I say it with everything: strings, pedals, basses, amps. Just try everything. You'll find things that work, and things that you thought would work don't. But it's the way it goes. Stacey, I see it. The address, very good. Kevin, hi Mike. I saw you on YouTube about putting Vaseline on flatwounds. Did I say that? I thought you meant me. You saw on YouTube someone saying put Vaseline on flatwounds. What do you think about this? Well, it'll deaden the tone, and some people want their flats to be flat the moment they get them. The problem with some flatwounds is they can still have some top end resonance. So you put Vaseline on them and play them in, they're going to be flat and dead pretty quick. The only problem is I don't know the impact of Vaseline on an open pore fretboard. So if you've got a rosewood fingerboard, it might mark it, and it will be oily. Kind of, even though you'll condition a fingerboard, you might not necessarily want Vaseline on there, but give them a go. If it's a cheaper end bass, you're not going to be so worried about the fingerboard. But if it's something a bit more expensive, I just put a set of flatwounds on and play them to death. Sweat a bit on them, that'll kill them off. But you can try it. I mean, you might want to raise the action when you're putting the Vaseline on, so that when you're not playing the bass, they aren't kind of close to the fingerboard. I don't know. I've never done it myself. Flatwounds go on as they are, and then I'll play them in. But if you had a gig and you were using flatwounds consistently, and you want them dead quick, Vaseline, there was always talk that people like James Jameson and those old style soul cats used to put chicken grease on their strings, which again, that will just kill a string fairly quickly. So experiment, my man, experiment. So there we go. Let's just check if anyone else is joining in the conversation. You want to join in? You can be on. Oh, you're joining in as well, are you? Okay. I'm not sure if you have to have a separate address, so let's check that. So Stacey's coming in. Let me see. So it might be the same. No, it's a different one for you. Okay, each person has a separate thing. So you don't need to download the software because you did that earlier. So there you go. So we'll have 3 of us on. And we're going to go for this layout. This is all very nice, isn't it? We can talk bass for hours at this rate. It's 24 minutes past 9 here in London. Welcome to Live Chat 71. We've sorted all our technical issues out and it's all going off now. So you too can join in the chat here. We now have a facility to have you find people here in video form, or you can just be on the microphone talking if you wish, if you're a bit shy. Oh, Stacey's popped up. Hold on, here she comes. There we are. Everyone's joined. Stacey meets Steffi. Steffi meets Stacey.
Hi, Stacey.
There. I'm going to turn your volume up. Hold on. You're quiet.
You'll probably
that'll be a first.
Yeah.
There we go. Talk to me.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Yeah. There we go. Excellent.
Yeah.
There we go. Aaron, cheers for your insight. I'm going to give some Labella deep talking flats a go. Cool. The jazz bass in question is for a Marcus Miller Sire jazz bass. Okay. Absolute bargain basis for the price. Go for it. Try everything. But yeah, the Labellas are a great flat wound to try. So give it a go, see what you think. If you find they're too dead or too kind of dull sounding, maybe go for a half wound. Or if you're going to go back to round wounds, maybe try nickel, because it's a softer metal and it will be less bright and harsh than steels. But see how you get on. There we are. What do you think of that, Stacey Ann?
I think that's all right, man. I think that's
there you
good
go.
Advice. Yeah.
You've got a set of flat wounds. You bought Rotor Sounds, I think.
I do. In fact, they came on my Acinonyx Nordstrom.
Yes.
Acinonyx. Yeah, that's
it. The short scale.
Yeah, it's nice. I love that. I'm with Steffi. I've got these small hands, and I'm yes. We need to start a club, girl.
Small hand bass player.
True.
I mean, it is a struggle because the very first bass that I ever bought was an Aria SB 700.
I'm trying to Keith. If you can turn your microphone volume up a little, my dear, that'd be fab.
Yeah, I love it. Let's see.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can.
It could be me. It could be because it's not. Is that better?
I've turned you up at my end. Guess my no, that's all cool. It sounds fine to me. Just the public out there.
Oh,
Let us know, Keith.
You don't want to deprive the public of my words.
Well, no,
sure.
of the gems
yeah.
you can.
The
that's
nuggets. Yeah. No, the first bass that I ever bought was an Aria SB 700. And
things are working, Scott. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Sorry, Scott just messaged. Keep going.
Okay. But anyway, I never realized what a tree that bass really is. It's a freaking tree. So yeah, to go to a small scale bass or it's a smaller bass. I also have a Marco bass and I love it. And that was your recommendation, Mike Brooks.
That's the jazz copy.
It was. And that thing's fabulous. And I love it. But yeah, to be able to get a smaller scale bass when you have smaller hands is everything. I mean, the whole thing is yes, finding the time to practice is one thing, and then actually enjoying the practice is another thing. And if you've got an instrument that, because of the scale of it, doesn't allow that, there you go. You've got two things you're kind of fighting against.
Yeah, and it will put you off.
It will. For sure. And the Ibanez Thomann. I've got put my teeth back in.
See, it trips you out every week.
Every time.
The brain goes quicker than the mouth can keep up.
It's ridiculous. I'm already thinking, 2 sentences ahead. It's crazy. But that's another.
Welcome to my world.
That's another really good bass, and it's inexpensive, and it sounds great. I mean, it's a fabulous sounding little bass. I'm trying to think what the price point was.
What, the Thomann?
Yeah, can you remember?
Over here, I think they're about 250, 300 pounds.
Yep.
I bought one, the Seafoam green one. I bought one second hand last year on eBay for quite low, because Just people are selling them quite cheap because they're quite common, easy to get hold of.
Yeah.
But people like them, and it's a very retro looking bass. There'll be a demo and a review up soon. I've had that bass here. It's got to go on the workbench. So it needs a restring and a clean and everything else.
Yeah.
They are really good, and they do a short scale version as well now.
Oh,
which they didn't do before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, sir, I'm gonna have to get into that.
That's it.
Steffi, be on the lookout, girl. We'll have.
That's it. They're not expensive basses, those, and you get all the benefit of a good Ibanez bass. And
exactly.
Quite a good package.
Yeah. And I mean, you're not getting. It may be inexpensive to own, but you're not getting shortchanged on the quality and on the.
No, Ibanez stuff's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all
Japanese, man. You know.
That's it, man. Scott M. I love Isabella Beetle bass strings on my short scale Gibsons. Cool. Deep talking ones on my Fender P bass.
Ooh.
We hear you, Scott. Thank you. So here we are. I've got a bevy of lovely ladies on this evening. So
and it's
after all these live chats, you can all see what Stacey and Steffi look like now. You see?
I know y'all.
People can't hide behind the text chat anymore.
Oh my God.
This is it. We have room for more. I think I can have up to about 8 people on here. So, guys and girls, if you want to join in, feel free. Come on in.
Come on in.
That's it. We're here. All you got to do is send an email to brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com, which you see on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. I'll then send you an invite. You click on the invite and through you come. And that's it. So it's a bit more entertaining. You see, it also means I don't end up losing my voice the following day. Because I'm not talking now for like 3 hours, so I can let you guys take some of the heft.
Oh, nice, great.
So it's cool. Patrick, that's exactly why I'm not on a hairy bloke. Don't worry about it, Patrick. All bass players here, my friend.
It's just.
But this is the way. This is the way the live chats will be going henceforth. So, any weeks if people have got issues with their gear or they've done a gig on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and something's broken, and you're like, I don't know what to do. How do I fix this? I can help you. If I can't help you, one of the other guys can. Aaron Byrne, my go-to strings are the Dario NYXLs. Cool. They are incredibly versatile, especially on my main bass and Ibanez sound gear. Very good. Get great tones ranging from bright rock to deep reggae bass, even. You put my teeth in. I think we swapped them over, Stace. No, the Darios are great. Not my personal preference, but I do like their Pro Steels. I've always liked their Pro Steels. Love those. I'm not a fan of nickel strings generally, and a lot of the Darios are nickel, but their Pro Steels I love. I've got a few sets of those in my string box. Scott M, don't feel bad, Patrick. I'm a bald bloke. We're all going. Don't worry about that. Scott M, how many people can you have on video at a time? I think on this tariff, it's 8. If you go for the full-blown bells and whistles tariff, I'll tell you what, rather than me just blagging it, why don't I go in and find out? Oh, actually, I probably can't do it on that device. Bear with me a moment. I'll tell you.
I'm ready for David Gill to get on here.
Gill.
Yeah, he's from South Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, so our accents are kind of the same, but they're a little bit different. So, yeah, you got to.
We need our friend with the pedals.
Yes, Lewis Wingrove. Because
that's the man.
He's on the West Coast, so he's all the way out of California.
It's a bit late.
Totally different sounding voice. So this is nice. We've got Germany represented, and we've got the US and the UK. I mean, what?
Right, here we go.
Nice.
I think because I'm already logged in and we're doing this on, I can't get in there at the moment. Sorry, I can't tell you. I'll find out and let you know. I think it's 8 and 10 if you pay for the full package. So, this is generally, a lot of the high-flying YouTube channels that use streaming and live chat, they use StreamYard, but also a lot of businesses use it because you can do webinars through it, and also you can pre-record videos upload them to StreamYard, and it will then push them out when you're ready. A bit like when you do a video on YouTube and you upload it and you allow it to publish at a certain time and day. That's StreamYard will do that with live chats. That's where we got Patrick Sweeney, Scott. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so there we are. It's all working. So it's literally me unplugging that audio interface through the whole shebang into complete disrepair. Don't do that again. But it's a shame I can't show the images. It's a shame. I might be able to do it. I might be able to share my screen, but then the camera might go. So we won't do that for now. I'll have to do some more investigation. Go on.
Did I hear some mention of making those images a PDF, or was that like?
Yeah. So basically, if I go in to present, which means I then present stuff on screen for you guys to see, and it puts me in a little box at the top. You can either have a video file, an extra camera, which you can't do on this tariff, I don't think. Well, I might be able to. Let's see. I've got to upgrade for that. You've got to go on to professional. You want multiple cameras. And the other option is slides. And then you got to have it as either Google Slides, a PDF, or what was the other one?
Was it PowerPoint? Yeah.
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 But that's just why just let me share an image? Why has it got to be as a slide or a PowerPoint? That's crazy.
I don't know. Unless, because as you're like you're saying earlier, if companies are using this as a conference call thing, or if they're using
maybe.
PowerPoint, because a lot of that's tied into presentations.
Maybe but you see, if I'm the one hosting it, I should be able to put up any image I want, whether it's a slide. But if it's someone wanting to post something up, that should then go in the green room, and I be able to decide if it can or not.
Yes.
I just saw a load of messages there. Scott, maybe next week my son and I can call in. Of course you can. That's the whole idea. That's why I wanted to have this facility, so that any of you, it gets not repetitive, but doing the thing by text sometimes. Like I've had people on here say something isn't working. I don't know what I'm looking at, and It's much easier if we can go on camera and I can say, right, open up that bit there, take that screw there, that dip switch needs to go down, and put the thing back on, and much easier doing it this way. Of course. I'll turn that off. Yeah. I saw there was another message there. Patrick Sweeney, my wife said, "Are you taking part in your bass need thing again?" Cheek. Correct. Mrs. Sweeney, he needs to attend this every week.
It's like we have a problem.
Bass need. Well, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm a bass player. I won't be saying that when this has multiple millions of people tuning in every Tuesday, I tell you.
Looks like a patchwork quilt. That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, see. Well, here we go. I can. Yeah. I think that's just two of us. No, that's all three. How about that? Columns. So there's that one. There's that one. Spot the background.
That's great.
That's the one we just had, I think. And funny. I don't know. It's a news layout, so that allows me to. Now I'm wondering if certain layouts allow you then to put certain media in.
Could be.
I'm just having a look. There's got to be a way. Right. Picture-in-picture layout. Right. How does that work then? Shift 7. I don't know how these work. I'm going to have to. And then there's a cinema layout. Lord knows what that is. We'll go with columns at the moment, shall we?
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Patrick should have said bass nerd. As opposed to bass need. I don't know. Bass need is a thing. I think that's a proper thing. So if any of you got questions, you can fire them at me. You can fire them at these lovely ladies if you wish. Keep it clean. Nothing rude. And that's we run a tight ship here, so we haven't had any nutcases on for quite a while, but nutcases do get ejected very quick. So if you're coming on to be offensive, don't bother, because you'll be gone before you know it.
Time for that crap.
So no, we don't. So if you got any questions about basses, bass guitars, bass amps, pedals, accessories, geek bags, great bass players, fire them away in the chat at the bottom of the live chat. Post a comment. It says for me, but it will say chat for you on YouTube. And as soon as I see it there, I'll react to it, open it up to the floor. We can talk about it. Imagine if we had 8 of us on here. It'd be a nightmare.
That's going to be madness. Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
In the best possible
way.
Madness.
But also the lovely thing is now people can come on and they can play a bit if they want, and we can watch and all of that.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good. I've opened up the facilities.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It looks very good. Okay. I think we've got 7 people on at the moment, which is all very grand. I think I can also, let me think, if I duplicate that and then go to analytics, I can see everything that's going on.
The complete picture.
Yeah. That's right. Which I don't normally go to the analytics section, but I haven't used that because it's generally what you use when you're doing via OBS. But I'm not going via OBS. I'm going via StreamYard. StreamYard takes away all the need for OBS. Okay, you got to pay for it, but it strips away all the OBS headaches that I had going back to live chat number 1 when I was trying to work it all out. And that first live chat, I had cables all over the place. It was like, how the hell does this all work? Didn't have a clue. This is much better. So here I am. So I've now got the StreamYard screen. This is the other reason for having multiple monitors, which is going to happen at some point. I've got the YouTube Studio screen, which is different to the StreamYard Studio, and I can see everyone coming and going and what's happening and views and who's on and who isn't and average view duration. It's fabulous. Much easier. I can get a professional idea of what's going on the chat. So it's good.
You've got if when you have more than one monitor, like you're saying, you can dedicate one monitor just for a screen, to see the chat, and then the other can have all your statistical.
Well, then I can. That's when I can then have a StreamYard with a Stream Deck. You can just do it all by single button presses. Makes things a whole lot easier. Professional, you see, jazz hands.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, but these are like the growing pains of a channel. I mean, this is that's what this is. Yeah.
We had to up the game after 69 live chats and about 30 impromptu ones. It was time to push the envelope a bit. So do some other things. You see all the big channels doing it, and it's like, I can do that. I just need a little bit of money to be able to do it. So you have to pay for the StreamYard subscription, some better equipment, get the vidIQ thing installed, and it makes a big difference.
Well, it's incremental growth. I mean, you're just it's almost as you grow as you see what your audience needs too, because that to me, it's hello. I have a cat named Freddie Percury, Steffi, and he just walked across my screen and knocked out like whatever I had on my screen. I'm gonna get this cat, I swear. Oh my gosh, he's such a nut. There's lots of stuff going on here. Oh my days. Yeah, no, not interested in that. Now he's licking his butt. It's great. It's just the shift. Cats. He's just the shift in whatever he wants to do. So there we have it. But yes, it is. It's incremental growth. And you see what your audience wants, and then you adapt to it and try to serve the best you can. Yeah. And this is this is good. Hey, if this is basically StreamYard Lite that you have, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah. It's the free trial. So basically this runs out, I think, tomorrow. And I've got to decide which tariff I'm going to go for. So you get different amounts of things. The problem, as I was trying to outline to you earlier, is that StreamYard were bought out a couple of months back. And they're changing things, and the banding and the pricing is changing. And they've removed some features, and a lot of the regular users of StreamYard are fighting back. They're saying, well, you're charging us more, but you're taking stuff away. So I need to go in tomorrow and make a reasoned decision on which tariff I want to go for.
Yeah.
But if tonight hadn't worked, the first 45 minutes was a little rocky, then we would have, I would have had to seriously contemplate maybe not going with them. But now it's all up and working. It looks okay. Sorry, I've just lost my Gmail email there. I just need to find where that has gone. So we want that, and I want that. There we go. Just to make sure I don't miss any. Why aren't you showing
There
me?
you go.
Yeah. I don't want all those options. Just get rid of that. There we go. So if you're logging in, this is Brooks's Bass Corner, live chat 71. It looks a little different to normal, doesn't it? You're very welcome. Come on in. We're talking basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, and everything else along that line. We are now on the StreamYard platform, so that's why things look a little different. We have graphics, we have overlays. I've got some lovely ladies on talking bass as well. You can join them. You can join them and me. If you send an email to brooksysbasscorner@gmail.com, it'll come into my Gmail email. It's a lot of email. Gmail email here. I can then send you an invite. You click on the invite, you come through, and you can be part of Brooks's Bass Corner on screen. You don't have to hide behind the text chats anymore. If you got some problems with your gear and you need a quick solution, maybe you got a gig tomorrow, something's not working, you can show me on the camera. And if I can help, I'll give you some advice, or if I think you need to go to the menders, I'll tell you. I've been in that position myself. Right. Yeah.
Well, even if folks don't want to be seen, they can be heard, right? I mean,
that's right. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they don't have to turn the camera on. They can just be on a microphone and talk away. So feel free.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone that attended last week's live chat. It was actually, aside from Neil Fairclough's appearance last July, the most watched live chat I've done. Even on the night, I had the best viewing figures of any live chat, even Neil's one. And then residual views afterwards. It's done very well. Had, I think, just under 500 views. So thank you very much. If you were part of last week's live chat, fabulous. Got us up and running. So thank you very much for that. Thank you again to all the new subscribers. Very much appreciated. And all the likes, shares, comments, all the positive stuff. Super thanks payments, super chat payments, fabulous. Keeping the whole thing going. All my analytics are in the green and going upwards at the moment. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Without you, I can't do the channel. It's just me producing videos and no one watching them, which seems a bit pointless. So the fact that you do enjoy the content, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are. It is, it's coming up to 10 to 10 here in London. It'll be Steffi's bedtime soon. You're an hour ahead.
Dang.
Coming up to 10 to 11.
Yeah, that's right.
Stacey's in the middle of the afternoon.
I am.
Like afternoon
I'm
snooze shortly.
5 p.m. here. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tea time.
Yeah, that's right. US East
Tea
Coast,
time.
man. Yes, sir.
Just checking. We haven't got any emails I'm missing. No, we're all good. So if you got any bass related chat and you want to come online, come on to the on the videos so everyone can see who you are. If you want to show us something, if you're an up and coming player and you want to give us a little demo, you can do that. We can do that now, you see. And this is the other thing I'd wanted to do for ages, was be able to connect everything up through an audio interface so you get the best sound. Because I was getting sick and tired of doing demos through amplifiers and you having to hear it on a phone microphone. Picking it up at distance. So I'm hoping that sounds a whole lot better.
Oh, it's amazing. It sounds, it really is. The voice and the sound are like equal, as far as like how it's coming through.
Yeah.
Smoothness.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now anyone wants to hear any of the basses you've seen before and you're like, I can't hear really, it sounds like a load of bottom end nonsense. I can now just plug them into the interface. Off we go. So if you're thinking of buying something and I've got one, I can now give you a demo and you're going to hear roughly what it would sound like if you've got it at home plugged into an audio interface. So that's the whole plan. Patrick, I'll definitely get on next week, maybe with a bass or three. Please feel free. That's what we're here for.
Do it.
It's the whole idea. I wanted to up the game, improve what we were doing as a live chat. So, you you want to come on with a couple of basses and try some stuff, play some things, feel free. That's what it's all about. What I will have to do, well, actually, no, if I'm going to do StreamYard, I won't be able to do the vertical thing. That's not going to work, I don't think. Which is what YouTube wants, is all the live chats in vertical so that it can take clips out and use them as shorts. It's not going to be able to do that with this. That's not going to happen.
Well,
It'll have to be horizontal.
I did notice, like, if you go to, what was that screen that had the logo behind it, and it kind of showed Steffi's and yours and mine. You can see mine's in vertical.
Hold on. Let me just,
it looks like it is anyway. You see mine? It's got black.
Yes, you're in vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, mine's coming through my phone, so that's why I'm sure.
Sounds all right. Sounds okay though. So well, that's good then. So that proves that if people want to join in on their phone, they can. So if I send you a link and you do it via your
I just did it
phone
right
email, and then you don't have to be sat at a
you don't
desktop.
You mean
yes, Keith,
car.
she's on a phone. Stacey's on a phone.
Yep. Got a phone.
So it can be done. Did you have to download a guest app for that?
I did. Well, I did. Yeah, I had to download the app, and then but once I downloaded it, when I clicked on the link you sent, it just like launched the app, and then you go in. Yeah. Good.
Okay. That's grand. Grand and groovy. How about that? Imagine we got 8 of us. I'm going to be like a referee. Right, you can talk. And you can talk. Your turn.
And you
Patrick can do a phone or a tablet. Great, that's great.
Cool.
So all you got to do at the beginning of, when you come on at any point, send an email to brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com. You can even do it during the week. If you say, like, on a Friday, I'd like to be on next week's live chat, I can just store all the emails in a folder, and I can just send the invites out to you on the day. And then all you got to do is click on it, and away we go. So easy. That's the thing. StreamYard makes all of this stuff kind of easy.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was my own stupidity is why I couldn't hear Steffi.
Oh my God. You're just trying to work through stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why when I just reconnected it up at 6:30, it didn't just pick up the same settings as it had before. So I'm looking at this going, well, there's like 7 or 8 buttons there, and I don't know which ones for what. So, and I thought it was odd that I didn't have any sound in my headphones when we did this afternoon.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I can hear the bass, but I can't hear me, but you lot can hear me, and you can hear Steffi, but I can't hear Steffi. All right. Yeah.
That was
so
bizarre.
Something wasn't
pretty crazy.
clicking somewhere.
Like, man.
That's it. But we got there. So there we go. Come on in. Brooksy's Space Corner, live chat 71. We'll probably get a load of the US contingent appearing shortly.
Hey,
I would imagine.
I hope so too.
It's getting to that time of day. Keith Doherty, get a USB hub so you don't need to disconnect. Now, the problem I've got, Keith, I've got all those kind of contraptions here, is that I do all of this from my office. And that's why I won't run this off my main PC, because you will see the entirety of my office. I'm not letting you see my mess, okay? And as much as I try and keep a fairly tight ship here, everything's in tubs and boxes, and it was just beyond carnage a few weeks ago. It's all a lot tidier now, but I have to kind of rearrange every time I do filming for a video. I have to have a declutter and then set up, and I can't just leave stuff in place, which is a shame. So a USB hub will sort that, but it was just my own daftness earlier. I wanted to be able to share photos with you lot, not knowing that I had to do it from Google Slides. I didn't know that we couldn't really do photos. I'll have to convert a load of those maybe into a PDF of my collection, and we can go through it all another week on a live chat. No, you don't care. I do. I don't want you seeing all my clutter and stuff. So it's fine when I ship everything out, and then it looks great. It's like, oh, it's quite a big room, and then it all comes back in again. And I've tried to make it as easy to work around, but it's not that simple when you got magazines and books and laptops and tubs full of pedals. I now have 12 tubs with pedals in. And then there's a load of tubs with other stuff in, and all the basses are there, and you got the amps, and it just, and lighting and table and tripod and boom stand, and oh look, there's a Kubicki Factor just lying to your left, and it gets a bit messy, Neoland, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Been watching your videos last week. Little late at the party. Evening all. Our friend from Holland.
Hey,
welcome. Good to see you. It's changed a bit since you were last here, so we're now on StreamYard. You can come and join in if you wish. You need to send an email to brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com. I'll see the email, send you an invite. You can come onto the video and talk to us if you wish. Patrick just played 6 gigs last week. Crikey, how did you do that? I can't get 6 gigs at the moment. I've got 3 this week. And now I think I'm busy. And I haven't picked up a bass for 3 days, although I'm running a jam night that's coming Thursday for a rest.
Wow.
Well, fair play, Patrick. 6 gigs.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Wow. That's good work, that is.
Yeah.
It's a long time since I did 6 gigs on the bounce. I think my record in the last 10 years is 5. So last time I would have done 6 would have been my last trip to Israel in 2016 when I was doing 7 a week. So, 6 gigs. Well done, sir. Pizzas are on Patrick this week.
That's it. Got to pony up, Patrick.
That's it.
Pizza's
That's
on
it.
you,
Well
dude.
done. That's right. Quite. So where am I this week? I've got, oh my word, what have I got this week? I've got ABBA in Epsom Racecourse. So I've got a bit of fluff on my nose. I hate that. Epsom Racecourse on Thursday with Platinum ABBA. I've got Uncle Funk's Disco Inferno at Chidfest down the south coast on Friday. And then I've got a Queen tribute up in Sheffield on Saturday. So it's all go. It's all the tributes this week and a disco showband. Yeah, busy. So all the bases are... Actually, it's going to be a fairly big car pack this week. Just probably going to have it all in for the first gig and leave it there. Pepperoni for the ladies, Patrick. I'll have a veggie supreme. All right. Hold the mushrooms. I'll have extra onions. Cheers.
Pepperoni for the ladies.
That's it.
Oh, geez.
And so hefty pack. Get all of that in on Thursday, and then it can just stay in the car for the weekend. And then we get back at the wee hours on Sunday morning, and I can do an unpack. But, busy old go this week. Lots of miles. I know that.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Packing
Keep
them
going.
in, man. That's right.
That's right. Ticking them off. Let's
That's
just see. Don't want to miss anyone that's emailing. Anyone?
I hate that I don't have any bases for show and tell because
that's
my
all right.
bases, well, mine are actually down at my mother-in-law's house. And that's a sort of a weird situation. My mother-in-law's in a care home now. But my husband and I plan to move into her house at some point. And so anyway, he took it upon himself. He probably got tired of looking at him is what happened. And anyway,
I hope you knew about it or you thought someone had stolen them.
I did, because my amp's gone, everything's gone. It's just like so it feels a little strange. But yeah, all my stuff is down there. But it's down there and in good order. So that I go and check on it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Go by and check on the babies. But
yeah.
But so it's weird I've got a cat tree back here now instead of my amp in my rack.
Put some steel brown ones on it. I bet that sounds lovely.
I bet it will too. Yeah, probably work really good as a drum at some point. So the whole percussion section, rhythm section rather, my percussion back there. Yeah. So maybe the next chat I will, since I'm on my phone, I can move it down the street.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you'll lose reception, won't you? Unless you're on mobile internet.
No. Well, I'll pick up her Wi-Fi and stuff down there.
Yeah.
We have to have it for the alarm system. So, yeah. So it'll be fun.
Very good.
That would be fun. Yeah, everybody bring on your stuff. It's kind of...
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Show us what you got.
That's it.
That's what you got. So I'll do another check because knowing the tape's going to fall low. Does this sound okay? Does it sound better than it used to? The idea is that this sounds better than the phone, obviously running through the YouTube live. And I was noticing that, like last week, the Saturday one, we did the preamble, and the last load on the ones before Christmas, there was weird stuff going on, which I thought was Wi-Fi interruptions, and it would just break the sound. And you get this thing going. It would go on throughout the chat. Very annoying. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this now does away with all that, and also the fact, because StreamYard is bypassing OBS as well, StreamYard buffers everything and then pumps it out. So when you have those glitches, it kind of overrides it. It sort of zaps it out. So
that's good.
That's the idea. Keith Doxy says, yes, it's all good now. Excellent. Patrick, yours were gigs with 2 festivals, 1 wedding, 1 corporate, and 2 pubs.
Oh,
you go, Patrick Sweeney.
I mean,
with your bad self. Yeah, tell you. Excellent. Good going with your bad self.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, man.
Well played, sir.
Out there doing the do.
Sorry, I'm flying around windows here. That one. Thank you. I want the StreamYard. Bang. Yeah. He says it's all good now. That's good. Okay, so that yeah. So what do you know? Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's hot as blazes here. I don't know about you all. I know that's not base
we're not
chat,
back,
but
we will be by the weekend. It'll be 30 here at the weekend, but it's not at the moment. It was about 23 this afternoon.
Oh my.
Not especially sunny. We've had hailstones and huge downpours. So.
Oh my days. How about you, Steffi? You got crazy weather over there, or,
Yeah, very crazy weather. We had a thunderstorm today and lots of rain, but we're gonna expect a heat wave on the weekend.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, try to stay cool. I know that's easier said than done many times, but yeah. We've had dangerous heat over here. I mean, and I'm sure you guys over there get warnings too about, heat waves and precautions and stuff, but we get them constantly over this way. So we're used to seeing them coming, but no one likes their air conditioning bill at the end of the month. That's what always gets us. Yeah, it's like $400 or something ridiculous, and it's like, oh God, just oppressive. Yeah, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Well said. Well said. Well contributed.
Well, I'm trying to give your vocal cords a little break.
That's all right.
So, yeah,
that's all right. There won't be a 5 1/4 hour one, that's for sure.
I know.
That nearly ruined my voice. That
was a mess, wasn't it?
That was 20 past 1. I got in the bed.
Oh, God. That was the Andy Taylor one, wasn't it?
No. That was. I can tell you the number actually. Just bear me a minute. I'll tell you. That was. It was the middle of last. Actually, it was the early part of last year. I think. Oh, come on, scroll down for God's sake. Right, here we go. They're usually sort of like 2.5 hours. The Black Friday one was 4 hours and 23. And the long one, see, the workshop ones are usually 3 hours.
Those are always
fun. The long one was. Cool. Yeah, it was early last year, I think. It was not long after Max passed. So the one with Neil Fairclough was 3 hours and 57.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we like a chat.
Just a little bit. That's good.
Did you guess? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one when you're having a soak in the bath, you come out like a prune, but we put the world to rights that night. So I think there's a 4-hour one, which was chat number 50, which was last May. Then, where is it? Here we go. It's live chat. Well, it was 2 weeks on the bounce. So we had live chat 40 on the 21st of March last year. It was 5 hours and 16 minutes. And not to be outdone was the following week, which was live chat 41 on the 28th of March, which was 5 hours and 19. Just crazy, mad people. And then not too far after that, live chat 44 on the 18th of April was 4 hours and 27 minutes. There's obviously a lot of bass problems out there.
Well, everybody's on one.
These
Yeah,
chats,
there's just a whole lot to.
And actually,
solve.
if you go back even further to like the end of February last year, they went from 3 hours 36 to 4 hours 3 to 4 hours 9. And then it jumped up to 5 hours 16 the week after. Crazy.
Just kept building, man. People knew where to come. That's what it was.
That's right. You see? Or they're just bored.
Well, I hope the word got out. That's what you hope. I don't think they were bored.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm darning socks that night. We'll watch Mike, please. He'll send us to sleep. You get proper heat, Stacey, says Patrick. Yeah, she does. Yeah, over there
horrible.
They do. You're
wretched.
in Hurricane Alley, aren't you? Really?
We are. In fact, it's already hurricane season over here now. They're already giving like little warnings and crap. But for you all, I can do a little bit of Celsius conversion. But it's usually like 31, 34 this time of year. Yeah. We are roasting over here, and the humidity is really, really high. So that, if it's a low humidity day and you have those temperatures, it's not a problem. But when you start to bake, that's like it's worse. It's a sauna.
Scott,
it really is a
Scott
sauna.
has just done a super chat. Thank you, Scott. Bless you. $19.99. I got to run, friends. Great show. Love the smiling faces and better audio. Have a good night. See you next week. Yes, we will, Scott. Thank you very much. One day I'll get to meet you and buy you a drink for all these super chats you give me. So thank you very much, mate. At some point, there will be some unique merch which I'll be producing for bass retailers and what have you. At some point, Scott, I'll send you one of those when I get it sorted out. I'm trying to find a good merch retailer that will do a bulk order of like 500 shirts. Very difficult because a lot of the merch companies over here have bad reputations, and they take the money, take the order, and then don't deliver. But when I get that done, I will get your address off you, mate, and I'll send you a shirt. They will be one-offs. You won't be able to buy them in the merch store, so I will send you one of those for free. All right? But thank you very much, Scott. Very much appreciated. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Go, Scott.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone. Yeah, you take care. Thanks, Scott. See you next week. Bring your son on. Bring that custom bass you bought him.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Scott. That was super. Thank you. And that money Scott has donated will go straight towards the StreamYard subscription.
There you go. Absolutely. My God.
Which will mean all our chats now will be able to take this format and, I'm looking forward to getting some bass celebs on here. So
there you
I
go.
will put those feelers out again and see who we can rustle up.
Nice.
We'll see. Imagine if Lee Sklar comes on here with his beard. It will go to meltdown. I'll have the most viewers ever.
And his Bassets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That'd be really, really cool. I'd hear him in the background.
Oh.
That's what you want. Yeah. You want the soundtrack.
That's it. With an idea in their head and a song in their heart. Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for being my company this evening. It's great. So if you're wondering what Scott did there, and I was saying thank you. So basically, Scott has used the super chat facility. I'm trying to see how many people we've got on at the moment. If I'm just talking to the converted, I think there's 7. I think that's what it was. I'll explain to you what super chat is. 10. We've got 10 people watching at the moment. Thank you for tuning in. Live chat 71 here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. So if you're wondering what that orange box and thing says Scott M, $19.99, Scott has just done a super chat payment to the channel, which allows the channel to keep running, allows us to keep doing all these things that we do, all the gear that you see that I demo and review, cameras, microphones, boom stands, audio interfaces, cables, this, that, and the other, basses, strings, all the stuff you see in the workshop videos, all of that stuff. All of that has to be paid for. I don't get sent any of this stuff for free. So the money that Scott has just donated to the channel, which was $19.99, goes towards buying all this stuff that you see on the channel. So that facility, Super Chat, is at the bottom of the live chat window. You'll see there's a rectangle with a dollar symbol in. That's Super Chat. Click on that. You can make a donation to the channel. You don't have to. It's free to watch the videos. Everything on the channel is free, but we are monetized. So if you click on the Super Chat facility, it will allow you to do that. And on every single video here on the channel, underneath the video window, you'll see a thumb up, thumbs down. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you're going to give it a thumbs down, then please leave a comment and tell me what you didn't like so I can try and improve it. Along from the thumbs up and thumbs down, you'll see a share icon. You will also see a facility there, which is a love heart with a dollar symbol in. That's called Super Thanks. That's on every video. So if you watch one of my videos and you find out something interesting or educational, I'm saying it all in one breath. Don't you laugh? And that's called Super Thanks, which is exactly the same as Super Chat, but all goes into the same melting pot and allows us to buy all the bits and bobs that you see here on the channel. What are you laughing for?
Can you see
You're the major contributor.
No, I'm not. Can you see my background?
You had bricks, but you haven't got them now.
Yes, Steffi, you can do this too. You can change your background.
Yeah.
Really?
And you can actually upload images that you can have as the background. So if you notice here on our window, there's the YouTube background from the main.
Yes, I'm so easily entertained. I swear, it doesn't take much.
Easily pleased.
I completely. But like, whose living room is that? Like, what? It's just, I don't know. I'm fascinated.
Crazy
I'd
stuff.
rather see that than next crap in my background. So anyway,
the cat will be there before you know. Patrick Sweeney, Mike, how is the Fretless coming along? The Fretless is all right. It's here to my left, I think. Give me a minute. So I've started scripting this series out and I've started storyboarding it, but I haven't started filming it because I want to make sure that I do it right the first time. I don't want to get 3 episodes in and then think you've made a complete pig's ear of that. So I'm doing it properly, Patrick. It's coming. No, that's not the Fretless. That's the Ibanez. I think the Fretless it'll be out there. I had to move a load of bases to fit all the bits and bobs in. It's out there anyway. And it's doing mightily fine, but that will be coming very shortly. So again, it's just having a run of days because I've got 3 gigs this week. I've had to cram everything that I would normally do Monday to Friday into Monday to Wednesday. So there isn't a lot of time for filming this week. So I'm probably not going to get anything other than a couple of shorts up probably before Saturday, but I'll probably do 1 short tomorrow, 1 short Friday, and then new long form videos will be next week. And it's been a case of getting these live chats back up and running with all the tech and stuff. But I mean, I'm just seeing on my screen, this looks, lighting wise, visual on the camera, looks so much better than on the phone. From what I see to the pre-records that get uploaded to the YouTube channel, it just looks so much better. And in your mind's eye, this is what it should always have looked like. But it's not possible on a mobile phone and the YouTube app. It's just you're running on Wi-Fi all the time.
Yeah.
You can't have a cabled Ethernet connection. Yeah. Just check Neil doesn't try to come back. Yeah.
I love it.
No, not so far. God. Not so far. So I'm guessing it hasn't torn his hands to shreds.
No, it's working, whatever you suggested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll tell me, he'll come back to me if it's not what's what.
I would just lose it if he called back and said, "Oh, am I on the chat again?" I mean,
Yeah.
that would be great. Yeah,
Yeah, it would.
yeah, it would be great.
Keith Doherty. Yeah, the whole thing is brilliant. More interactive. That was the plan. That was the plan. There's only so much you can do with a constant revolving series of text. It's it needed to become more visual. And when people were asking me stuff, and I'm in the workshop and I'm doing stuff, and then they're going, "Oh, well, how do you do that?" It'd be much easier to have them on the video call, and they can say, "So when you're doing that bit, does that do?" And you can guide them through it. It's a bit easier.
Yeah.
Neoland, maybe you can make the live with StreamYard logo a bit smaller. Okay, it's blocking half your face. No, that's the idea. Maybe it's intentional, then leave it. How do I make it small? Here we go. You're a clever man. Thank you for telling me that. From stage, no. Can you? How do you do that then? How'd you do that, Pete? Someone's got a loud motorbike. Steffi?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the motorbike at your end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do you make that smaller then? I don't know, Pete.
Did we lose Stacy?
No, she's there. Oh, yeah, she dropped off.
No, right here. I don't know.
Said.
I
yeah.
know what he's saying. So.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, the three of us. If you do it in the thirds, like the choo choo choo, it may not cut you off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
It was because you were saying about the backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's
right.
what that was.
Oh my God.
George Iliadis, good to see you, my man. All the way from Australia. Yeah, love the new format. Great setup. Thank you very much. It's what the plan is now. This is hopefully how it's going to be going forward. We'll get some more graphics and some overlays and stuff, and do a nice super chat overlay and fireworks going off and all that sort of caper.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I tell you,
big plans.
That's it.
Wow.
I know there is actually, I can add music on. We can actually have music, but it might be a load of rubbish. Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh, we could have a dance party. Can you imagine?
It's a bass channel.
No, I know.
It's not happening.
Well, it could be funky.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. There you go. StreamYard overlay's gone in the top corner.
No, get it. Yes, it just shows you're live. Like how many minutes you've been on, right?
I can do that.
Oh, there
That'll
we
be
go.
the waiting screen in future. There we are. I'm pressing buttons now.
You're like me. What does this do?
Yeah. That's it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if people can hear this. I don't know what's going to happen. This is.
Oh God.
Yeah. Nonsense.
Not nonsense. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Let me go back to my living room here. That's ridiculous. That's just funny as crap, actually. It makes your hair disappear, and that's how people do this. Steffi, I'm learning. I know people do this on Zoom call. I don't do Zoom calls like as a thing. I don't have that kind of I don't just have that net.
Keith's lost audio. That's better. That's at your end. Very. Oh, the music's kicking in now. Right, we'll just go and turn that off. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh wow! It's like
a
dance club.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Excellent.
Well, you can upload a
show
background
headlines.
too.
What's this? Display a title, social media handle, or headline. Oh, I get it. Do that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's all very snazzy.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There's things that I just need to get in with the graphics and stuff and be able to do all sorts of that. Oh, here we go. He's not real.
funny.
them off. How's that? Yeah, there you go.
I apologise to the viewers. She doesn't get out much, the poor dear. You know,
Sorry.
Oh man.
it's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Anyway, here on Live Chat 71 on Brooksy's Bass Corner. Yeah. Yeah. She's found the change background button. It's all gone to pot.
I won't do that anymore.
Never mind, eh?
I'll create one that's
That's it, yeah.
not so reactive.
You'll have fish flying by next week.
I thought that's your cat.
Good cat, yes. I know. That's funny.
You see, well, don't you wait long enough, the cat will be on the fan, whizzing round.
Yes.
And he would. And he would.
Oh God, he's just that sort. I tell you.
Now, let me just check. We've got
out.
no emails in. Let's have a look. Anyone else trying to join in here? No. I don't think everyone's mad enough, are they? They're like, I'm not joining up there.
Nope, not for me.
Oh, I'm wilder there.
Nope.
There we are.
Oh.
So have you got any questions about bass guitars, bass amps, cats on fans, effects pedals, bass accessories, strings, gig bags? Yeah. Grogu. Stacey can answer those. Put them in the live chat window.
Please.
Bottom in the text box. Press return and it'll appear here on the chat, and I'll respond. Try to. Amongst this shenanigans, and maybe next week. Cheers, Keith. That's cool, and we'll get you on here if you want to join in. Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how to we're on the live chat as we are, and then so how do you toggle, Mike? How do you toggle back and forth between YouTube? And like if you're in reading the YouTube chat and you're looking at your
on StreamYard, so I can actually share my screen. So
I just didn't know if I needed to
I can share my screen. So this is my screen at the moment. Which one? I think it's no. So it's showing me some odd things here. How fast is that fan spinning is a really deep bass question. Well, you say doing 60 revolutions a minute. People ask about fans on amps all the time. I think that sharing the screen is what locks the camera up.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So let me, it's right. Let me see if I can, that's what's happened. So when I share the screen, it goes nuts.
This fan.
Okay, so what did I do? I go in and change the camera, didn't I? That's it, change it to the laptop. Oh. And then change it back.
There it goes. That's getting all
and that
quiet.
seems to work. Okay. So there's obviously something there. It doesn't like sharing screens and it will lock. Great.
That's
So
crazy.
I'll have to have a look at that. That is. So basically, I've got StreamYard and then my regular YouTube dashboard as separate tabs. I've then got, next to that, I've got YouTube standard so that basically the YouTube version of what StreamYard is presenting to me, so I can switch if suddenly StreamYard locked up. I can go through to YouTube's version, but also reading the live chat is a little easier on YouTube than on StreamYard. Then I've got two separate windows. So one has got my Gmail thing there, so I can switch to that. The other one, what was the other window? The other window had the Studio Analytics running as a separate window. So that looks very different. That's got all the graphs and all the stream settings and average view duration, views, how many people are involved, all of that thing, viewer activity.
Do you have the music going? Or is that my phone?
I did have the music going. I've stopped it.
Okay. It's supposed to be something on my phone. Oh, God. Okay. I need to fix that.
Gremlins. Gremlin. And it's now, the lovely thing in the YouTube studio analytics, it will tell me stream health. So it says the health is excellent and the stream is healthy.
Good deal.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
That is.
So, yeah.
Shopping, that'll be for merch. Yeah, no one's bought anything. Merch is available. Links are in the description box below. Help viewers shop your stream and discover something new. It's all there. Aaron Byrne, what's everybody's favourite bass album at the moment? I'm really digging Public Image Limited's Metal Box. Kevin started playing the Jam again. Great bass play. Absolutely. Good calls both there. Very good. I'm carrying on from what I was saying on last week's live chat where I watched the Bon Jovi documentary. I got back into Richie Sambora's first two albums. Richie Sambora is the lost jewel for Bon Jovi. Without his BVs and his guitar playing, it's a very different animal. I'd actually forgotten how good his first album, Stranger in This Town, came out in 1991 when Bon Jovi were on hiatus. They actually didn't think the band were going to get back together after the 1990 end of tour. And bass playing wise, it's Tony Levin, which is no slouch, clearly. So the bass playing on it's fabulous. Really good stuff. I think Bob Rock produced it. I'd need to check the CD liner notes, but great. Second album, Undiscovered Soul. It's a different album, very earthy, but then it came out in 1998. Music had changed, so all the big reverbs and stuff of the early 90s had gone. Grunge had happened and passed away. Britpop had come and gone. And so we're kind of in this, not a musical vacuum, but it was a different time, 1998. Very different sounding album. And Don Was is the producer, and I think the bass player. I'll have a look on the notes. But so I've been listening to that for the past 2 weeks or so. But yeah, such a good singer. Oh my God, what a singer! And then you see I don't want to say the state he's in now, but I know he had his problem with painkillers and addiction to tablets and other drugs and booze and the death of his father. And you look at him now, it's like, how did the guy that did that album in 91 end up like he is now? But that's the way it is. So it's a shame because when I hear him speak now, his voice don't sound that great, but you hear the guy that was singing in 1991, he's off the charts. Absolutely outstanding. And I'd forgotten how good an album that was. I used to listen to it a lot and hadn't listened to it in probably 25 years or so. Dug it out, put it in the car, and it's just, proper singing, proper guitar playing. Great band. Tidko Torre's on there, Eric Clapton's on there, David Bryan doing the keys and stuff. So he took the Bon Jovi drummer and keyboard player. And a great album. Didn't do very well at the time. I don't think it got promoted very well. And 1991 was a funny old year for music. There were so many big albums came out that year. And then within 6 to 8 months, at the tail end of that year, grunge happened and everything that had come before basically got swept off the table. And anything like Richie Sambora's album was going to just get put in the bin. So even though he released 3 singles off it, it didn't do particularly well, which was a bit of a crying shame, really. And if you go on YouTube, there are various gig recordings, live recordings and video of those shows. It was amazing. So Aaron Byrne, loved the Jam. Bruce Foxton is very underrated. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Patrick Sweeney, probably Dirty Loops albums. Also Tom Mish's Geography, although not new, made me go and learn the bassline disco. Yes, quickly. You've lost me there, Patrick. It was a bit of a ramble, but I think I get the gist. Although not new, made me go. Not new. I guess that's a song. Made me go and learn the bassline to disco. Yes, quickly. Okay. Are you missing some punctuation out in that sentence? I don't know. Maybe. Neoland, King's X, Dogman, Doug Pinnick is definitely an influence. I always worried Doug Pinnick looks like he's about to keel over. He was like so incredibly thin. I know that's his general body shape. That's his bodily configuration, but he does always look like he needs a good meal. I don't know. But he's always looked like that, really. So, Patrick Sweeney, not a new album. Right, got you. Thank you. Although not a new album made me go and learn the baseline of disco. Yes, quickly. Right, got you. Thank you. Makes more sense then. Very good.
1991 was a very interesting year.
You worked in a record shop.
I did.
So you saw all those things come in and go out again.
It was amazing. That was the first time that I learned about Les Claypool. Was Primus, right? I mean, that's
right.
Yeah, and Sailing the Seas of Cheese, I think, was the name of the album. Yeah,
that's what that Chinese bloke on that YouTube clip with the cheese fondue was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to share that.
As his life flashed before
yes,
him.
you need to share that. Oh,
I'll find that.
Y'all have to see that.
I'm sure most people have seen it, but I'll find it anyway.
Sure. Well, you know what though? I mean, it seems like he's got a little extended reaction or something on,
I like the way it's all gone wrong and he's crying his eyes out. He still takes one of the chicken nuggets and still sticks it in the cheese.
It's like, what in the world, dude? You almost like bit the dust, literally. Then all your words about eating. That was like 91 was a year. I mean, I'll never forget. I wish I had all
that video's had 617,000 views, and that's just one place that's posted it up. There's a couple of places that have posted it.
Oh my gosh, that's epic.
There we go.
That's epic.
Let's add this to the chat.
Oh my god, y'all.
So this is some idiot thought he'd put cheese for a fondue in a chocolate fountain, and it all goes very badly wrong.
Really bad.
The
this
poor
is
bugger.
horrible. It's
I mean, looks like he's just given up on life. Kevin, let's not forget the Stranglers. Cool. Very good. Oh, no, wrong button there, Mike. That's good. That's not the one you want. Oh, why have you put the help button there? I can't get to the arrow, can I? There you go. Amuse yourself. I think that clip takes like a minute and a half or something. It's a cracker. Poor boy. I mean, he just looks like he's just gone. Idiot.
Oh, sad days. Sad times.
That's right.
Big time.
It's well worth a watch.
It is.
Especially when the corkscrew comes up.
Yeah,
it's like skewering.
I mean, it's really, it's ready to take off.
That's right. Brooksy's Bass Corner, merch, cups, mugs, all of that stuff. That is nearly 18 months old.
That's crazy.
I need to make the focus better. And it hasn't faded in the dishwasher. Who designed that then?
Don't know.
So yeah. They don't break. Well, they do break if you throw it hard enough, but the print doesn't fade in the dishwasher. If you want one.
And it's surprising.
Links in the merch section in the description box, eh?
Yeah, that's just surprising. Like literally, I've
And the black one's the same. That hasn't faded.
That black one is that black one is that thing really pops on the black. It looks really it looks really good. Really good. But I was just thinking, going back to 91.
Cheese fondue.
No, I was going down memory lane with what came out that year. But that was the year we had the Black Crows, at least over here. That was a big thing. And Pearl Jam came out, of course, Nirvana, and I mean, there's just a lot going on. Yeah.
There was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic came out.
Yep.
Talking to grunge, Aaron Byrne, Chris Novoselic is what you want there. Could never spell his name. Had some interesting bass lines and a great tone. Yes, he did. I used to have a classic albums column in Bass Guitar magazine, and I think the second to last or third to last one was Nevermind, and we went in reasonable detail into his tone and his gear and stuff. And there's actually, I can put it up on here. If I go into my content, it featured in my Essential Bass Albums series here on YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, here it is. So basically, these videos in this series are similar to what I wrote for the magazine in that classic bass albums column, but with changes and edits. What are you laughing for?
She must have watched that video. That's all I can figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of leaves you like that, doesn't it? Yeah.
And again, we go into reasonable detail for a short video on that stuff. So if you want to watch that, you can. Feel free. Why is that not? Shift the bloody help button. I can't get to the arrow. It's me hitting the microphone. Aaron, we've done that. Neil Land, I love cheese. I'm Dutch after all, but that video doesn't really help. No, it doesn't, does it? Poor bugger. He looks absolutely bereft by the end of that. Yeah, and then there's that link to that video. So if you want to have a look at that, Aaron, feel free. I think it's about 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Filmed early in my YouTube career, so I do get people that comment on the first year of videos, and it was just me finding my feet. I didn't have the right gear. I was trying to do things like I was using a Zoom Q2N, which didn't have 4K visuals and all of that. So whenever I get people go, "Oh, you didn't film that very well," when you get comments, it's like, just be a little more forgiving. Well, some of us didn't have top of the range equipment and know how to do all this stuff straight off the bat. We've learned how to improve over time.
Yeah, but you think about how many people use their phones for everything. I mean, of that
I did up until last week.
Yeah,
pretty much everything from apart from the Zoom Q2N, everything else was done with my phone.
We just use what we have, and
that's right.
As we progress.
This camera's gone again. What's going on with that?
Uh-oh.
It's all right. No, I'll do it. Oh God, I look like I've seen something.
What?
God, it's a face. Look at the face on it. I don't know what happened there. It just doesn't like things, does it?
Oh God! Look at the face on it. That just that phrase right there. That is a Britishism that I absolutely will use and do use at any opportunity. Is to look at the face on it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. How's Charlie?
Charlie's good. He's I don't know where he is. He's probably was with his mum somewhere.
Yep.
He's good. Birthday on Friday. 2 years old. Yeah, man.
Charlie, happy birthday. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm frimicking now.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is the other lovely thing. If someone comes on and wants to know like a particular bass, or someone comes on and says, "How do you play?"
Yeah.
I can go, "Well, now I can show you," and we can have a two-way conversation while we're doing it.
And someone can play it back to you if they have their bass, and you can kind of tell them, "Hey, try this," or "Don't do that," or whatever it is. It's very helpful.
Oh!
Kind of smarted, didn't it?
caught me out, didn't it? I hate doing that line. I don't mind the line, but it just gets so high up, and there's no bottom end. And if the guys, I think we usually have electric piano on track. Does he play it? Maybe he does play it. I'm never looking at Ivan when we're playing this because I'm too busy doing my thing. You lose it, you're in the wrong place. Yeah, and all of that. There we are. It is 20 to 11 here in London. Welcome to Live Chat 71 here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. Slightly different visuals tonight, as you can see. We now have graphics, we have overlays, we're on StreamYard. I've got these two lovely ladies talking bass and cheese fondues and things.
and whatever comes to mind, apparently.
Well, this is it. So if you would like to join us here on the video window, you can do so. You can send me an email to brooksysbasscorner at gmail.com. And as soon as I receive your email, I will send you an invite, and then you can click on that and join in.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Come and join in live. Yeah.
That's right. We are here, live from London. Well, I am. The other two are all over the shop. So.
Yeah, we are. We're all over the shop. We are.
All over the shop.
Yeah. Speaking of shop, when is your it's probably going to be later on in the year. I would imagine it's too hot now, but when is your next workshop?
Well, when I can tidy up. Well, when we get some drier weather, which won't, we're getting drier weather from tomorrow, but I'm too busy the next 3-4 days, so it won't be then. Possibly next week or the week after, I'm going to pull everything out of the garage, have a big old tidy up, and then I'll have room to get cameras and lights and stuff back in there. So probably in a couple of weeks, maybe. The problem with the workshop things is it takes a little bit of planning in advance. You've got to have everything all laid out, ready to go, and you're in really cramped space in there once I put cameras in. I have the zoom goes on the workbench, which is what you see up the neck and across the body. But having the other camera, basically, once that's in position, I can't move. I can only move left and right. I can't go backwards and forwards. So it makes things a little tricky. And at the moment, the garage is just full of bits and bobs, and I need to have a bit of a tidy out anyway. So once I've done that, then there'll be some space, and I'll do those. I've got to do them because I got all that nice stuff from the Music Nomad people. So I want to get that all featured and up on the channel. So yeah. Oh, we got some comments. Hold on, where's my pointer gone? Oh, there we go. Light on this laptop, it just goes to sleep. Right. Thank you. Let's see. Neoland, I think I'm turning in. It's 1 hour later than in the UK. Good night, everybody. Until next time. Cheers, Peter. Take care. Have a great week and weekend. We'll see you soon. My mum, Mike, is Stacey Ann on screen that did all the merchandise design? Yes. The blonde lady with the glasses. Yes.
Hey, Mike's mom.
Help with the designs. Yes, we did all of that. Yeah.
Yep. I did. That was my career.
She was good at graphics. Yeah. She was very good at graphics and was able to turn my ideas into images quicker than I could do it. So we said, right, let's stick our heads together on this. We can get it done relatively quickly. But it took a while because I had to have the new logos and designs, and that took a while. But we, again, thrashed it all out, really. It was kind of knew what I wanted, but as we go through the process, you then realize, actually, I'd like that, and I'd rather do it like that now. And what I thought was right isn't quite what I wanted, and we need to do it like this. And just took a bit of time. But all of that merch is up there. So across 15 designs, I think it's 14 or 15. There's about 170 products. So You could have any of those 15 designs across all those products. Take a pick. So
Can
the
you
caps
imagine?
are there, the mugs are there, hoodies are there, bags, lunch boxes, socks. Can I imagine what?
Can you imagine what like McDonald's and these big companies go through who like change their logo, or change any kind
It's
of
crazy,
design
isn't it?
campaign? It's
Well, they
mad.
have whole sub parts of the company.
Yes, but
It
all
was
of
just
the
me and
red
you.
tape. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And all of those people have to sign off on something. It's like no wonder stuff takes so long sometimes.
Correct.
It's nuts. But that's the way
Yeah.
those organizations are set up. So what can you do?
Correct. See,
Just
everyone can hear some bass playing, and it's the bass is here. You just can't see. I'm not high up enough this week. Even on the camera, you can't see it. It's there. I promise. Anyway, I need to do that. Got YouTube to talk to. Go on.
No, I keep hearing some music in the background. I really don't know if it's my phone or if it's
I think it is. I think you've got something running. Close your windows down. And then, yeah.
Yeah,
it's not
really
here.
strange.
There's no music here.
It's really
There's no music.
strange. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you've taken yourself off.
I know. I didn't mean to. I've gone back onto the chat.
Butterfingers.
Hang on a second. Yeah, well, that's the truth. I cannot figure out what this is.
I wonder if it is when I switch over to the analytics window that it all goes
a little
awry.
It's okay. I can deal with music. Just I don't want it to like go wonky again or anything. So I can handle it.
Seems to be reasonably stable at the moment.
Well, good.
I think.
Good. There must be something on my side.
The stream is healthy. Excellent.
Cool beans. Yeah.
Very good.
I can't see the chat.
Keith Doherty. Keith Doherty's got a question for you, young ladies. What amps do you both use?
Oh, God. I've got an MPEG. Go ahead, Steffi.
No amps at all at the moment. I'm happy if I find time to start learning bass.
Do you have a headphone amp or anything, Steffi?
Sorry?
Do you have a headphone amp?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I will buy one pretty soon.
There are small ones you could. So if making a loud noise would annoy your neighbours, there are loads of little headphone amps you can buy.
Well, I got one. I don't know if you can see that in the back on the shelf.
Hang on. I'm just moving between windows here. Here we go. Oh, helps if you press it, Mike. That one. There we are. Oh yes, yeah.
I used that one.
Okay.
I used that one, and
has that got a headphone socket on it?
It also has, and it came with my bass with this one.
Ah.
Yeah. So
okay.
It was a whole package that I bought.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And but I will buy a smaller one so I can take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in school, I told you I study again. And we do have some teachers who teaches guitar and piano and so on. And there's one guy, he's not a teacher though, he's doing the IT, everything that deals with IT. And he's a musician. He plays guitar and also bass guitar. Okay. And I got one more year to study, and I said, in the end, I'm ready to have a jam session with him. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, go for it.
And yeah.
Cool.
So
excellent.
I'm still trying.
Yes.
That's it. Just got to keep going with it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Stacey Ann? Oh, go
Like
on.
I
No, go stay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just too busy at the moment because it's a full-time job I'm doing right now, studying. I'm doing retraining actually. I'm changing my profession to become a nursery nurse.
Oh,
And
wow.
Oh, wow.
I study at a private college. It's a school. And it's like I said, it's a full-time job. I just finished one how you say one internship, and I'm already looking for the next one. And it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But so I'm still trying to learn, and I want to do it as a hobby, so to say. I don't want to play in a band or be on.
You have to go at your pace.
Exactly.
Life has this habit of sort of taking over, so it's
Exactly.
it's time intensive. If anyone that takes up an instrument not in their childhood will struggle because there are other priorities on your time.
Yep.
As Stacey Wells knows, we did loads of lessons during lockdown, and she just was so busy, wasn't able to carry on.
It was crazy. It really was nuts, because that's, it's just kind of one of these things that I don't know. There's something about doing a hobby that makes you feel human again, because work is kind of work, but a hobby actually, there's your creativity and your your enjoyment. Not that work isn't enjoyable. It can be, but I don't know. Your hobby is what you have for you. And that's what makes it, to me anyway, that's what makes it that much more like that's your jam, that's your jam. Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was a cop before, and I didn't want to. Yeah, and I didn't want to do that anymore. And so at the age of 46, 47, I said, okay, I'm gonna change my profession now, and I'm gonna go back to school and study again. And
that's amazing. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Now you should be. That's something. That's something. Yeah.
I just finished my basic studies last week, so I'm on the next level now, and we will see.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
I know you've got to really, I mean, just talking to you over this chat and stuff, I can tell you've got the temperament for that. I bet you're a good police officer too. So, which as you say over here, we definitely need police officers with a little patience and a little kindness. So, yeah. For sure. Well, good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good on you. There's a bunch of messages coming. So Aaron Byrne, you're not a lady, okay? I'll take that as read. But have a Boss Bass Katana 110. I reviewed one of them. That's one of my last reviews. It's still in the garage. It needs to go back to Boss. Really versatile 60-watt amp with built-in effects. I know it well. Great for home use. Keith Doherty, seen reviews of them. They look like a brilliant amp. They're very good. They've just come out with a new couple of models, actually. Sorry on the drink, typing is going out the window. We've all been there, don't worry. Boss stuff is pretty good. The Boss GT1B multi-effects pedal is a great bit of kit. Yes, agreed. Haven't had one for a review, but I read all the stuff online. So, yeah. Keith Doherty, I was looking at them. Although being computer-minded, I'm not quick to understand them. I prefer stomp boxes, likewise. I always find multi-effects units are a bit of a compromise. It doesn't matter how good they get and how much they improve them. Standalone pedals always pretty much have better sounds in them. It just costs more. To all the things that you can have that's in a multi-effect cost you 5 times more to buy the individual pedals. But I often think the sounds are better. But that's my personal views. Some people don't agree, so that's cool. Yeah, done. Right, we're there with that. That's good. It's coming up at 5 to 11 here in London. We'll go a little bit longer, I think. Everyone seems to be enjoying what we're doing, so it's cool.
I have an Ampeg PF, a Portaflex 800. Why in the crap I thought I needed that much power. I was telling him
Yeah.
it always helps to have these friends who are guitarists, Steffi. So I get that. It's interesting to bounce stuff off of them, because I remember telling a friend of mine, Jim McMillan, and not that Jim's ever watching, but I remember him saying to me, "Are you playing a stadium?" And I said, "No, I'm not." So he wondered, he was like, "What the crap are you doing?" So yeah, so a PF 800, and then the head is a Portaflex head, separate head. But I also have just a tiny PV combo. It's maybe, I don't know, 30 watts or something like that. Hello, that is Brian May, my other cat.
It's the cat.
Yeah, making a racket. He looks just like Brian May too. If he comes over, I'll show you. He's got the fuzzy hair and everything. Brian, sorry, Brian May. No offense. I love your fuzzy hair. Yeah, so I had that big amp that just nobody needs, unless you're doing something of any, count. But then I also have that small PV. But yeah, I was playing that aria through a little PV amp. That was quite bold and made all kinds of racket. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have. And I think Mike, I asked you about was it a Fender? Remind
Rumble.
me of this. Rumble, yes. I remember that because I was looking for a combo, and I thought, I kept seeing these, ads for it and stuff. And I was like, well, I could do that, but I never did. I sat on the fence for a long time. So, but, yeah.
The Fender Rumbles, as you go up the range, start to have a lot of the features that the Boss katanas have.
Okay.
Keith has said those are class amps. Yeah, the Arenberg software is pretty easy to use. To be fair, it is. It's. I really enjoyed how quick and easy it was to get those effects up and running on that amp. Could have been really tricky then. Could have made it really sort of bells and whistles like, but it wasn't. It's pretty good. I really got to do the video review for that to put up on the channel. But that came in 2.5 years ago, and I just haven't done it. It's just trying to do amps and convey the sounds on a YouTube channel is hard, because you've got two lots of compression. You've got one load of compression when the video renders, and you've then got another load of compression when you upload. So what the sound is when I'm sat next to it, and then the sound you hear on the video, two different things. But going to try and
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, trying to find a way of doing it so it can make sense. It might just be you have to forego quality just in order to show the stuff off, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see. There always seems to be a million and one other things that I've got to film first. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Someone's phone's buzzing.
I just got a text message for
It'll be yours
of the
then.
day. It could be me.
That's all right.
Yeah, I get those.
That's okay. Let's see how many we've still got on here. I think we're down to... we've got 6 people watching.
Oh, no, wow. Six folks. Oh, my goodness.
It's been a weird day on the subscriber front. So I had 3 people join today. It's like, thank you. Yeah. And then 3 dropped off. And then 1 joined. And another 1 dropped off. So I'm back to where I was at 12 o'clock today. So it's, funny old time on the subscriber front. If you're just watching the channel, thank you very much. You're very welcome here. It does seem like a madhouse, but don't worry, it's okay. You're amongst nutcases, okay? This is Live Chat 71 here on Brooksy's Bass Corner. You're very welcome. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining in. If you are part of the live chat, keep going. Thank you for getting involved, and I can't do it without you. So everyone who's messaged tonight, got involved, thank you very much. New subscribers, thank you. Welcome aboard. If you've liked a video, commented on a video, joined any of the social media this week, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Super chat payments, super thanks payments. What can I say? Outstanding. Thank you. We had one this evening from Scott over in the US. Thank you, Scott. We'll see you next week. And So here we are. It's just coming up to 11 o'clock. So we got, I think we've got 6 people watching at the moment. I'll probably start wrapping this up shortly because numbers are dwindling and we've all got beds to go to. And we'll do this all again next week, hopefully without the gremlins in the technical side of things. And yeah, be a little. Oh, there he is. Right, where's Brian?
Yes,
Where's Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
These six little.
you're like, you
fuzzy-
got me in your hands, Mum. Look at it. Whiskers.
Look at the ears. Doesn't that look like
Oh,
Brian
Brian.
May's hair?
Yeah, it does.
And he looked like that as a kitten. It was even more fuzzy. And I said, "Oh my God! If he holds these fuzzy ears, this is going to be epic." And he did. He did
And he
a
has.
little bit. Yeah, he has. And he just like ran away. He's like, "Stop doing that." It's like this is not for public consumption. What the heck? No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Let me
so
just
fun.
check that we haven't got anyone waiting to join. No, we're fine on that front. That's cool. And I think we're fine here. And that was that. Yep, that's all good.
Yeah.
Here we are. It's all gone rather swimmingly after the first 45 minutes, which was
I'll tell you. It is.
enlightening.
You know? Yeah, it's like it's just got to, you know. I mean, we had some odd little bugs on the, you know, the little tester, but you just never know when you get into the full swing of it. Yeah. And people you can bring in and that kind of stuff. You know,
That's
who's
right.
to know unless you do it. So
That's it.
yeah,
That's it. It's a learning process, man.
that's it, man. You better believe it. I was looking for Fred. Thought
Okay.
you'd enjoy Freddie Mercury. You should hear. It's so great when we take him to the vet and they say, "So for Freddie Mercury," and I'm like, I just love it because they say it. You know, they don't go Fred. They call them the whole name. Freddie Mercury. And I'm like, yes, they said Mercury. Yeah. You know, it's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Truly, truly. Oh my goodness.
The poor dear.
I know it. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? Do you have any pets, Steffi?
I used to have 2 cats, but they're both gone, unfortunately, and I don't want to have any more cats. But their names were Uncle Sam and Lord Nelson, and they were always called by their full name.
Excellent. Lord Nelson.
I love Lord Nelson. That's great.
We have a dog here around the corner called Wellington. She's great. I can't imagine standing outside shouting that at night when he doesn't come in. Here we go.
Especially if his middle name is Arch. You know, that'd be the worst.
Well, then, that's it.
Wellington Arch. Wellington Arch.
Or Boot would be the other option.
That's
Of course.
right.
Of course. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up because I see numbers falling. So thank you very much to everyone who's attended tonight's live chat. It's been a blast. We've finally got this new version of the live chats up and running. So this is the way it's going to be going ahead. So if you guys want to come on, like these lovely ladies have, and get involved in the live chat and the bass chat, then please do so. We'll do that every week now. So you can send email requests to me during the week to brooksysbasscorner@gmail.com. If you're watching this after the event on catch up, same thing. You can send an email, brooksysbasscorner@gmail.com. I'll create folders in that email account, put all the requests in. If you want to come on for the following week, I'll let you know nearer the time, send you the invite, and you can join in on the video link. Thank you to everyone for the likes, the shares, the comments, getting involved. All of that's lovely, fine stuff. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe because, as I said last week, I'm trying not do that anymore because it's a vanity metric. It doesn't count for anything. And you get to watch the videos whether you're subscribed or not. So it's pointless, really. We will see you next Tuesday, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Say good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies.
Good
That's
night.
it. Exactly what I was hoping for. Fabulous. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. We'll do live chat 72. We'll get more of you up on screen. Got any problems with your bass gear? You want some advice? Want some information? You don't just have to get involved on the tech side of it now. You can actually come on screen. The last messages. Fair play to you two ladies for being brave enough to be the first to go on video. Thank you, Keith. Patrick Sweeney, well done on the tech mic. I'm going to say good night. Good night, ladies. I'll join in next week and I'll have my yearly bar. Excellent. I'll call Dinah Rod. Get them round to your place, Patrick, to declog the drains afterwards. On that note, we'll love you and leave you. Have a great week. See you next week.
Bye,
Take
everybody.
it easy. See you next week.
Bye.
Night, ladies.
Bye.
Take it
Good night.
easy. Bye.
Bye.